All right, today we are doing something a little bit different, and I've never seen this in person before, but we are installing a decked drawer system to Alicia's car. Let me get out and show you guys why this is super unique.
Now this drawer system is made out of plastic. Yeah, I know, I said it, plastic, but hear me out. This is a fully recycled, hard military style poly. It's unbelievably strong, it's completely weatherproof, and it's built for literally just about anything. It's also a single drawer, which I'm really excited about because it's less opening and closing. And installing this into the Collie plus a full 12 volt system in today's episode is gonna solidify the Tourer Spec badge on this build. Proudly supported by Superior Engineering, ITech World, and in part by...
So I am really sorry about my voice. I'm a little bit sick at the moment, but we're gonna get this drawer system done. I've got the full set of instructions here. Basically, gonna build this on the ground, and then we're gonna lift it up into the car and get it fitted. And then there's actually even storage boxes that are designed to fit in here. Now I've got those inside, I will bring them out later, but they fit in here perfectly. It is actually gonna be so nice to have bins inside of the drawers, a single drawer to pull out, everything organized, everything has a spot. I like it. Camping, make it simple. That is the way to go.
ITech actually recommend not to use power tools at all when installing these, which means it's a super easy install for the average person at home. But what I'm doing is just using a drill, and I've got the clutch turned down really low so I can't strip out any of the screws that are supplied into the plastic.
Right, it's been about 20 minutes, and as you can see, I've got the top section of the drawer done and the actual sliding drawer itself. But let me quickly show you how strong this is. Look at that. It's taking all my weight. I'm not being light on this at all. It is freaking a unit. I'm now up to the stage where the body itself, this piece here, needs to get lifted and then secured into the car. Then the drawer goes in, then the sides go on, then all the stash bins and whatnot, and we can fully check out this unit. But yeah, so far, so good. Very easy. Instructions are spot on. It's like the simplest set of drawers I've ever had to put together. So the drawers aren't fitting because of the tub liner. It's not going all the way back because this is actually raised up quite a fair bit, and it's just sandwiching it all in. So I'm just going to cut the tub liner out because the canopy is kind of just resting on it. Because we've got the canopy on, it's kind of sandwiched that top section of the tub liner in. So I've just cut it a little bit short, but you can see that was using up about 50 mil of the tub there, so that's why it wouldn't fit. So now it's time to lift up the drawers and see if they fit now.
Now fast forward to the next weekend, and I've got the deck system installed. I accidentally deleted a bunch of the footage from installing it, so I'm just going to walk you guys through the drawer system.
Firstly, you get this ginormous drawer. So it comes with a rubber inserted mat here. You got tons of storage at the front, and we do have some storage boxes that deck supply that modularly stack into here, and they close really nice. So I'll show you guys that in just a second. Now up top here, there is a stainless steel ruler, and that is cool for two reasons. One, it protects the edge when you're sliding stuff on and off, and it's replaceable. Two, if you're a tradie, you need a ruler real quick, you can just pull out something, measure it, and you got all your measurements on top there, as well as all the conversions here from metric to imperial. Now, one of my favorite things is that Decked has kind of thought of just tons of storage, as much storage as possible fitted into this thing. So we've got these side wings here that just pop off like that. You get these out, and you got one on each side. And then you get these storage bins in here. So you can see this side, I've got two deep bins in there. These are removable as well. And then on this side, I've got two shallow bins, so we can utilize some space under there. Now these are made out of Coke bottle lids. They're fully recycled, which I absolutely love. But I didn't even think of this. You can just wipe this down. It's like spray and wipe, bit of rag, bit of towel, get rid of all the stuff off the top, as opposed to my GU's fully carpeted. All the bits of sand and all that get caught in the carpet. It's really hard to clean. So this is going to be much better, especially having kids going down the beach, that sort of thing, which is what we do a lot. Now this is the part that I've been looking the most forward to with these drawers, is the modular box system that they have integrated into the drawers. I also love that everything is just one hand. So you just pull that out, one hand, you can lock this out so it's not gonna roll back in if you're on a hill or something like that. But that's when these cargo boxes come in handy. So these are like a modular system that goes in. This is just a regular box, this one. There's a bunch of different ones available on their website, but we've got 3 here. Now, how cool is that? Keeps everything super neat. Tons of storage in these boxes. You could fit so much in here, but these are also a one-handed open, so you just literally push on that, open it up. You get a pull-out section there, and then underneath storage. This one here is the same. It's just a one-hand open into the top. You get another pull-out section, and you can store under that. Like they thought of everything, because integrated is a handle, so you can take these out quite easily, take them down the job site or down to the camp spot. It also rolls really nice. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck system, guys. It is freaking impressive so far, and I'm really stoked to have this in Alicia's car. If you are thinking about doing a drawer system, I honestly couldn't recommend this high enough. I've obviously got the GU kitted out with drawers as well, but this is way better. I'm actually kind of jealous that Alicia's getting this. I will have a link in the description below if you want to check out Deck. They also have a really cool Instagram, so jump over there, give them a follow. But yeah, Deck system is completely done. So now we need to move on to the battery setup, and we'll jump over there and I'll show you guys what I got. We've gone with a 100 amp hour super slim battery here. You can see how tidy this setup is. It's just super compact. It's not a bulky battery. It's got the Anderson blocks on the side there. 40 amp charger with all the plugs on it. Now you could take these off and hardwire it. We're gonna keep this super simple. From day one, the idea with Alicia's car was to keep it simple and make it as relatable as possible to the average man at home, which is where this stuff is coming in clutch. It's super, super easy to do. Honestly, the hardest part about this stuff is going to be figuring out where to mount it. This is the fridge that I'm using. It's a 40 litre iFrost fridge, brand spanker from ITech. These are really cool. They open up from both ends, bottle opener, a bunch of cool features. I've also got a bag for this, and it's going on the iFrost one-handed. Once again, everything is one-handed. Pull out fridge slides. Everything is laid out here. I just got to figure out where it's all going to go. I'm thinking about putting the bulk of the weight on the driver's side just to account for that 270 awning weight. But then I'm also thinking, do I make a special frame for the battery and the inverter and the charger to sit on, or do we just literally screw it to the plastic behind the fridge, because that's kind of dead space behind the fridge. So I've got to come up with some sort of plan here and figure out what I'm doing. So I'll see you guys in
a few moments later.
I think I've got a plan which involves screwing this down to there and that to there, and then using this back storage bin as a bit of a spot to hide the wires. Start screwing them off, and then I'll test fit it just before I put everything in. There's definitely better ways to do this, but like I said, I'm trying to be quick, simple, easy, and I might even be adding some stuff to this later on, so I do kind of want it removable. It's both of them mounted, but I kind of want to use this hole so we can just plug all these connectors in and they're not kind of sitting out in the open. So I do want to slot this lid so it still fits under there and clicks in. Or is it not going to? Maybe it won't. I'm going to cut this up and then cut a slot into it so it at least kind of sits in there for now and looks a little bit better than a hole. So I've just cut the lip all around that so it can slot in, and then a slot for the wires. So let's see if it fits. So if that was plugged in, that slots in there nice, and then what I'll do is just put another screw in there just to hold that side up. So it'll kind of just sit like that. You won't even be able to see it. And then we might even do another little slot here, or even a slot here for the inverter wires. So now see if this still fits in. So you can kind of see what I'm going for here now. That is going to be mounted there. And then the fridge slide and fridge come to about here, so you can still sneak up there, plug whatever you need to plug in, still get access to this drawer, and then all the wires will just get plugged in underneath the compartment and you won't see anything. I figured out how I'm mounting this battery. So I've got a tab on here and a tab on here, And if you can see all the way in there, those 2 feet there, and they're bolted to this angle section that holds the canopy on, and then they are going to bolt to each ear on this. Then I'll have a tab like this screwed to the back like that and down. It won't actually be screwed to the battery, and then just a tab at the front like that screwed down into the plastic, and that should hold that battery in really well. Once again, trying to pick the easy way out, but this is really nice. I never get to do the easy way, so I'm having fun. Wolfie's decided to come in and give me a hand. You got to put these on, bud. Put these on. All right, you ready? Right, I need this in that hole. So what we're doing is just bolting the sides down. So this one down, and then we're going to put on all of the tie down points into position. So that way the wings are pretty much bolted in. This one in the far hole. And that other one. This here, that goes in there. Great job. All right, now this one, that goes on top. That way, yep, that way. Yep, you just put it on. Exactly right, that's perfect. He even knows righty-tighty. Push. Ah, nice and tight. So see how that now can move still. That tie down point can still move because it's on a crush collar. So we just bury that one down there. That's that one done. It's nice having help in here, mate. How much are you an hour? High five. Knuckles. Good shit. Right, Wolf and I have done all of the tie down points. Now they are like a swiveling tie down, so super handy. The battery is mounted up the back there. You can see I've got the 2 bolts in it and then a little tab down the bottom. We've got the inverter and the charger mounted in, and the cables are going to be tucked down that hole. That whole back corner is looking really nice. I'm very happy with that. Once I run all the wiring, you really won't see any of this anyway. It'll all be tucked back there. But down this little window where you get between the fridge and the canopy, you will see the charging lights and all that. So you at least know what's going on. And then I've also got over here somewhere where is it? A battery monitor. So this tells you all the amps in and out and the battery percentage and voltage. And I'm thinking about making like a little holder for that to go right about there, just so it looks really neat. Kind of ruins tucking stuff in there, but you can still get most of the stuff under that. I think it'll look really cool there. So I'm gonna get this iFrost fridge slide in for the ITech iFrost refrigerator. It actually ends up like perfect on this line in the middle. You could not have done that if you tried. That is perfectly on that seam, and then as you can see, perfectly on this seam here. So looks good. So I feel like most people will try and mark all the holes and then drill them and mount them in. I find the easiest way at work and all that when I'm doing a fit out like this is you just put 2 tech screws. You get 2 little tech screws, or even sometimes 1, like a roofing screw, and you just put them in wherever you can. Now you can go ahead and drill and bolt or do whatever you want to do, and then you just take the tech screws out last minute and then obviously drill and bolt those as well. Now all these bolts and screws are Imperial, and they provide these little Allen head screws with a very coarse thread on them. So I've just cut down the provided Allen key, put it in the drill, clutch on low. That way you can just whiz these in. That's the fridge slide done. Feels friggin' solid. Now for this 40 litre fridge, we've got a freezer bag, whatever you call them, thermal bag to protect it. So this is from ITech as well. It's made for it, so it should look really good on there. But as you can see on the inside, it's a bit of thermal protecting stuff. It's like a beanie for your fridge, and what it really helps to do is it stops the fridge cycling as much. Cool can get out, the fridge is going to keep turning on and try to stay cooler, and that uses your battery. So it's really important to try and minimize the amount of times the fridge turns on and off. Looks pretty cool. So we'll get this up in there, get it strapped in. right, that is the iFrost fridge on the iFrost slide on the deck drawers with the ITech gear. This is an absolutely killer setup. Check this out. Flip this open it up from both sides. You get all your drinks, nice and easy to get to. This bag is gonna keep this fridge ice cold. That's why they call it an iFrost, guys. That is a massive job done for the back of this car. We've got drawers in there now, fridge, battery, it's all ready to be wired in. I'm gonna get lights in here, lights up above the canopy. Just make this like a really nice touring setup for Alicia and the kids. Still a lot of work to do, but it's huge to just have everything in place and ready to be wired up. Come on, quick, you can jump up. Oh, he gets lazy sometimes, Diesel. Come on, buddy. Oh, you can go up there. Okay, shh, shh, shh. You're breathing right into the microphone. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying was we're pretty much ready to be wired up. I want to do a few extra little bits and pieces to the back, get the wiring done, get the lights done. Then this thing is pretty much ready for its first camping trip, which we want to film and bring you guys along on. Up, up. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. Okay. I did also get word that Ron Burgundy is very close to being finished, and I see some progress photos. And let me tell you right now, it is freaking amazing. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And for now, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Let me know what you think in the description below about the back of this car. I think it's pretty sexy. I think you guys are gonna like it. But yeah, all done for today. You can say goodbye too, bud. Say goodbye. Come on, one more, up, one more. Come on, one more for the camera. Up, up, up. 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 Come on, come on, up, up, up. Hey, good boy. All right, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye. See you, D's.